Hi, and welcome to this video on how to upgrade to Veeam ONE version 12. The first thing you want to do is to obtain the installation file. You can do this by going to veeam.com/downloads. If you're a current customer, you can log in to My Account and you'll be brought to the Downloads page where you can access the installation file. I have already downloaded this onto my computer. I'm going to open the file and then I'm going to select Setup. This is where I can start with the upgrade process. And if you've downloaded Veeam ONE before, or if you've performed an upgrade before, this will look familiar to you. You have some documentation here if you need more help, and you also have some training available to you. I'm going to go ahead and click Upgrade. This is basically telling me that there is a prerequisite that is required for the Veeam ONE installation. So I'm going to click OK so that it installs this prerequisite. This is telling me that I'm going to have to reboot my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and reboot and then proceed with the installation upgrade. So I have rebooted my computer now. Server Manager is definitely going to open up here as well. We're going to click out of this. You can see I have my recent file here. I'm going to open this up and mount the image. I then am going to go back into the setup. Click on Upgrade. And then this is going to start the setup and load up the setup wizard. This may take a few minutes, but it shouldn't take too long. So now that we're loaded up here, you can see that we have a couple license agreements that we need to accept. You can simply click on View and review these license agreements and read through them all before you click Accept. Click Accept. Next, we're going to take a look at what version we have installed on our Veeam ONE server currently. I would suggest making sure before you upgrade to go to the user guide and make sure that the version that you are currently on with Veeam ONE is supported for the Veeam ONE version 12 upgrade. You can see here that we are on Veeam ONE version 11, version 11A to be more precise. And this is a support, we can upgrade from this version. So I'm going to go ahead and click Next. This is just going to load. The Veeam ONE Setup Wizard has now ran a system configuration check, and this is basically any requirements that are needed for Veeam ONE to run. As you can see with version 12, we are missing a requirement here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Install so we can continue with our setup. Awesome. So now that we have passed all the requirements, we're going to continue on in our upgrade. Next, we're going to have to put in the password for our service account. And of course, I put in the wrong password. So I'm going to go ahead and try again. There we go. Now we can select a SQL Server instance. Since we already have Veeam ONE installed on this server, we are going to use this existing instance we are currently using. Click Next. This is where you would attach your license file. Since we already have a license file for our Veeam ONE setup, we don't need to attach a new one. Maybe you might be running Community Edition and you finally upgraded to Veeam ONE Licensed, this is where you would install that license file. But since we already have one here, we are good to go. So now we're going to start with the upgrade. All we need to do is click install and our upgrade will happen. This may take a few minutes here for the upgrade to complete, but it shouldn't take too long. Awesome. So now we have completed our upgrade and we're going to click finish and let's hop into the Veeam ONE client and see what it looks like. Looks like we're on version 12, so that's a good sign. Well, it looks like we're ready to go and we're ready to start monitoring our data protection operations. Thank you for tuning in to this video, and I hope this made your upgrade process to Veeam ONE version 12 a little bit more easier and a little bit more helpful for you. Thank you again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.